Hi guys! So I went to Barnes& Noble this weekend and I got a bunch of books. I believe I got 15 books. So I haven't been to Barnes& Noble, I haven't been book shopping in a really long time. I told myself that I would give away books that were 1 stars, books that I wasn't interested in reading anymore. I gave away childhood books, book series. There was like this huge book series that I gave away that I read last time in middle school. I really loved the series. I just thought it was time to move on from that, which is crazy because I never ever pictured giving away books, but I am moving soon. I need room. I had to work with what I have, and it was really sad, but someday I hopefully won't give away books that I buy. I still am in the process of giving away books. I probably gave over like 100 books. I wish I did a little unhaul, but it was just really time consuming, and I really just put them in a bag, gave them, and it's not like I just threw them away. I actually donated it to my village library. So it's a really small library. A lot of people in the village go to it, but I thought that would be a very nice place to give away those books. So today I was like, I am in my fantasy era. It is going to be October and might as well do a little book haul. So I don't even know where to start. I have so many. So I'm going to start with the very first one that's right here. This one's called Blood Metal Bone. So I got this in the fantasy section at Barnes & Noble. So Blood Metal Bone by Lindsay Gummings. So it says, a deadly outcast, a dangerous secret, and one epic quest for the truth. Right away, this cover is beautiful. Paperback, it's a thick book. So it says, wrongly accused of her brother's murder, Sonara's destiny was to die, sentenced to execution by her own mother. That right away, I read that and I was like, in my basket right now. Anyways, punished and left for dead, the shadows have cursed her with a second life as Shadow Blood, cast out and hunted by society for her demon-like powers. So now, known as the Devil of the Deadlands, Sonara survives as a thief on the edge of society, fighting for survival on a quest to uncover what really happened to her brother and whether he is even dead at all. So this right away was just like, wow, her brother might not be dead. Did she kill him? Did she not kill him? What happened? So this, I was so excited. I was like, girl, I have to get this. I have to buy that. Next, I got this one mainly because it's literally almost October. So Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. This is a little tiny romance. It's by Katie. I don't know how to say her last name, and I don't want to say it just in case I mispronounce it. So Lucky Kane hates pumpkin spice lattes, which is a problem because A, Lucy lives in a quaint New England town of Briar Glen where everyone loves all things autumn, and B, she's a barista at her mom's coffee shop. So this is just like a short little romance. I really thought, okay, this would be really good if I ever go in a slump, or this would just be cute just to read for a little review. And it is like a little palette cleanser. Like if you're reading a big series, which I plan on doing, I just need something to clear my mind. And this cover is so cute. So cute. I'm so excited. Okay, so most of my books are fantasy. There is one that's not fantasy. It's kind of, I don't even know what it is, but I'll show you guys. Anyways, this next one is called Fate of the Sun King. Look how beautiful this cover is. Sorry guys, somebody had my attention. Anyways, Fate of the Sun King. I don't know if this is a series. It's a series. It's book 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, book 3, guys. The cover is beautiful. I'm not going to read the summary. I don't even want to know what the summary is. I'm just going to wait until I get book 1 and book 2. But can we just appreciate this? Can we just appreciate this pretty blue? So cute. Okay. This one I am currently reading on Kindle. I am doing a buddy read, so I really had to get the book. So this one is called The Serpents and the Wings of Night. This cover is also very beautiful. This is a series as well. So I'm currently reading this with someone from work, and it is so cute, so good. This is about vampires, except these vampires have wings. So like when I think of vampires, I think of Vampire Diaries. I don't think of vampires with wings. So when I was reading this, I was like really confused. Anyways, I'm not confused anymore. I really love this book. This one is book one in the series. So it says, for humans and vampires, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. So I think, I'm not 100% sure because I'm still currently reading. The FMC is a human, and she was picked by this vampire. Right now in the world there is controversy, so far that's all I know right now. And the only family that she really has is the vampire that saved her and another human that gives her blood to the vampires. So yeah, that's all I know so far. All I know, and it's really good so far, so I really love it. And this is by Carissa Broadbent. So if you guys want to read this, do it. Hi. Sorry guys, my little cat wants to go. Sorry guys, my cat really wanted to go outside. Okay, so this was the one. I don't believe it's fantasy, but I've been seeing this all over TikTok. I've been seeing it at Barnes & Noble on the little like emails that I get, and I was really interested in it, and I did talk to the person who cashed me out, their cashier. She really loved this book, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna read it. It's cute, it looks awesome. It does have some tough topics that are in this, but this one is called My Dark Vanessa. This book is by Kate Elizabeth Russell. So I'm just going to read the summary, but can we appreciate how beautiful this cover is? Like, that's beautiful. And this purple maroonish color. Love. Anyways, it says, exploring the psychological dynamics of the relationship between a precocious yet naive teenage girl and her magnetic and manipulative teacher. So this girl is, I think she's 14 years old, and the teacher is 42 years old. So I believe it does go past and present, because in the summary it has the year 2000 and it also has the year 2017. So I believe it discusses what she went through, how everything happened, what happened. I really didn't read much of the summary just because it does say a lot. It says, alternating between Vanessa's present and her past, My Dark Vanessa is a memory and trauma with the breathless excitement of a teenage girl discovering the power of her own body and what it can yield. So, just kind of putting your mind in that of a teenage girl and thinking, hey, like, I have a crush on my teacher. I'm getting a body, So I think I'm going to read and see how this book goes. Hopefully I love it. Definitely a huge age gap. 14 and 42. Like, girl, what? Too much. Okay, this next book. Okay, all the covers, I just want to say fantasy covers are the best covers ever. Best covers, the detail, the maps in there. The best. Ugh. So this one's The Queen's Assassin by Melissa de la Cruz. So this one is so pretty. I don't even know if this is, I should have checked if these are series, because what am I doing? I got book 3. Now I need to get book 1 and 2 of the other one. I now have to. Like, it's a must. Anyways. Oh, look. There's another book. doing with my life? Anyways, I think this is how you say his name. Keldon Holt is the kingdom's deadliest weapon. No one alive can best him in speed, strength, or brains, which is why he's the Hearthstone Guild's most dangerous member. Then there's the Shadow of the Honeyglade. Has been training all her life to join the guild, hoping that one day she'll become an assassin as feared and revered as Cal. So when a surprise attack brings Shadow and Cal together, they're forced to team up as assassin and apprentice. That just sounds amazing. Like, I'm wondering if they're gonna hate each other, if they're gonna be annoyed with each other. Like, how does this work? Like, is he gonna be rude? I just need to know. And look at how cool this is. Like, look at that. That is beautiful. This is so pretty. Hopefully I can all read these in November. Yeah, I might. Okay, this one is a colorful page. So this one is called Of Princes and Poisons. And this is by Brianna Jelly Crump. It does say it is a Wattpad story, or Wattpad books, I think it was published by Wattpad books. This cover is so pretty, and it has that like that texture. I don't know how to explain it, but this is so pretty. The tie-dye. This is like, I think, the most colorful book I have. Like, anyways, it says Embers and Poisonous Ashes. So 10 goddess touch girls were born. Each was blessed or cursed with a unique power that set them apart. An ancient ritual called the Calling, they were supposed to fight to the death in an arena until only one was left. So that's giving me like Hunger Game vibes. You know, like, okay, Flight Lark and Hunger Game vibes, okay. She would marry the prince and ascend to the throne. Now only 4 girls remain. So, okay, so whoever wins marries the prince and basically becomes queen later on, I'm assuming. Sounds like what it is. So Monroe Benson is one of the lucky ones. With fire at her fingertips, she survived the arena and the intrigues of the palace. So now we know who wins? Okay. But now she's turned her back on her destiny and thrown her lot in with the rebellion against the Eridan rulers. So now she's part of a resistance. This is giving me Hunger Game vibes. Monroe never wanted the throne, and she knows that her future lies elsewhere. So betrayal comes in many forms, and Monroe will have to trust in more than her power or even her heart if she's to forge her own path and find her freedom. Okay. So I definitely don't like that I know who won, but that might not be the main thing of the story. So, yay! This looks really cool, seems really cool. I can't wait to read it. Okay, this thick book has been everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. It is literally on all the ads that I see on Pinterest. It is literally all over Barnes & Noble emails, all over my app. So this one is called When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. This is a thick book. I want to see how many pages are in here. And this is a series too, I believe. But this one is book 1. It does have trigger warnings as well. So if you guys want to look at the trigger warnings, just saying, look at the trigger warnings. Yeah, 690 pages. That is how much I am going to read when it comes to this book. But look again, the cover. So beautiful, so detailed. It is so pretty. I think that is a dragon, most likely. But this is just so pretty, so pretty. And it says, so let me read the summary. As an assassin for the rebellion group, Rave's job is to complete orders and never get caught. When a rival bounty hunter turns her world upside down, blood spills, hearts break, and Rave finds herself imprisoned by the Guild of Nobles, a group of powerful fae who turn her into a political statement. Okay, so again, I think I am seeing a huge theme with these fantasy books. Huge theme. And it just really reminds me of Hunger Games. There's always this world building and always this resistance or rebel group, you know? I just, I love, I love it. I love it so much. This has fae in it though. So I'm wondering, okay, what creatures are in here? What names are on here? Anyways, the series is called the Moonfall series. So this is just book number 1, and I really love how the number is on the spine. I should have looked at the other one because it was right here in front of my face, but I didn't. But I really do appreciate books that provide the number of whatever book is in the series. I think that is just so helpful because usually I have to go on Google or find it, you know, or ask somebody, hey, like, is this a series? Is this book number 1, book number 2, book number 3? So I definitely see the theme here with all these fantasy books, and I just really love it because they are all different. They all are written differently. They all have different world building, different names, different maps. And I think that is crazy. I really think fantasy authors put their all into fantasy because you have to do so much. You're literally creating a world. You're literally creating it. I don't know. Fantasy, all-time favorite. Fantasy, romance, and now I'm getting into dark romance. So that's a whole other story. That's a whole other thing. This next one is a series. I don't know what number order it goes in because it doesn't have it on the spines. I didn't look it up. I kind of figured it was a series because it was all placed next to each other. And all the covers are very, very similar. So this one, I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't have a name for the series. But anyways, this is the series. This is by Shelby Maureen, I think is how you say her name. Maureen. Yeah. So this one, I believe, is the first book. And it does have the books. So I'm just assuming this is the first book of the series. This one is Serpent Dove. All of the covers have a serpent on it, a snake. And I just think the cover is so pretty. The gold and the black definitely go with each other. Yes. And I want to say this is a young adult fantasy book. So bound as one to love, honor, or burn, a witch and a witch hunter thrust into holy matrimony. Overall, I just love that. A witch and a witch hunter. Have you guys ever seen Snow White and the Huntsman? I think that is what it's called. Anyways, in that movie, he's hunting her. You know, they click, they connect. That's kind of what it's reminding me of. Like the witch and the witch hunter. Are they going to be a team? Are they going to love each other? What is this world? Anyways. And it says at the bottom, a stake and a match. Literally what it is. Literally what that is. That whole situation. So this one is book number 2. I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure it is. This one is Blood Honey. The red, the gold, the black, the fire, like that detail is amazing. That cover is beautiful. So where you go, I will go as a quote in here. Lou and Reed have been reunited, but they are pursued on all sides by Coven, Kingdom, and Church. Their time and luck is running out. Another quote is, where you stay, I will stay. So as Morgaine baits them into a lethal game of cat and mouse, they are forced to seek out dangerous allies with no promise of loyalty. So I'm just going to assume from book 1 is Lou and Reed's story. And then the second book is when they reunite and go through this. So I'm assuming that that is the witch and the witch hunter. And it looks like they're having trouble with the world that they are in. So another quote is, for as long as we both shall live. So these sound like little vows, and I just love it. Like, I love it so much. This is book number 2. I wish it had a little series like name, but it doesn't. And this one, I believe, is the third book. The third book. And maybe that's about it. But basically, I do know it is about witches. And because it has the word Morgaine, I had another word. I forgot. Anyways, gods, monsters, the silver and the gold is everything. Just as beautiful as the black and gold. Like, that is beautiful. And the spines are beautiful as well. I really wish it would have the numbers on here, but that's okay. Another quote is, "Star-crossed lovers brought together by fate or providence." So yeah, it is about Lou again. I do see Reed. So it says, while Lou battles her demons and witches, and the spirits of the land themselves rally for a final fight, Reed is faced with a terrible choice: a devastating sacrifice or the death of everyone he has come to hold dear. And then it mentions the stake and the match. So I'm wondering what happens between these two characters. They do sound like the main characters, so anyways, that's that full book series. There wasn't another book on this third book, so I'm thinking that's just those three. I did have to get every single book in the series. I saw the first one, then I saw them next to each other, and I was like, Delilah, should we spend this much money? Should we get all three books? Are you ever going to return them? No. Yes, we should get the covers. That was my thought process, and I did not care. Okay, this one I saw on Kindle, and I kind of just disregarded it and was like, I don't really want to read that. Now that it's October, and now that it's literally spooky season, I had to get this book. I just need a moment of silence. Yes. Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. I don't know how to say your name. But she is the author of Kingdom of the Wicked, and I do think I have that book right in front of me, actually. Yes. So I was like, okay, I'm really intrigued by this because I love crime. I love studying crime. I love watching everything crime. I love murders. I love mysteries. I love all of that. But in the summary, it literally says someone fell in love with Jack the Ripper. It literally says, he murdered women in cold blood. He terrorized an entire city. He taunted those of us who hunted him down. But despite all these horrors, in the end, I could not deny it. I was the girl who loved stalking the Ripper. And this cover. Oh, Carrie, you have my heart. I didn't even read the series you wrote. That is right in front of me. Kingdom of the Wicked. Like, I just know you're a good author. I know you're great. Because when I saw the Kingdom of the Wicked series, I was like, girl, this girl literally captured my heart. Saw another one of her book, and I was like, I'm getting it. Okay. This next book is the third book to This Woven Kingdom by Tahara Mafi. The first book I got is paperback, but the second book is a hardback. So I literally for an hour in Barnes & Noble, I was debating. I was like, should I get the paperback? Should I get the hardcover? Like, I couldn't decide. I was like, I hate having mismatched whatever. But then I was like, I'll just get the hardcover, and then I could just get the paperback to book 1 because I have the hardcover available to me right now for book 3. It was just a whole process. I ended up getting it anyways, and it is a hardback. I just really appreciate the hardbacks because they have like that silvery metallic to it, and I just love it. So this is the third book to Tahara Mafi's little fantasy series. The first book, I already did a book review, but I really, really want to read more of this series. I have not gotten to book 2 yet, but I saw book 3 and I was like, I need to get book 3. It's purple, literally my favorite color. It's fantasy and it's Tahara Mafi, and I'm definitely going through with the series, so why not get it? Yeah, and that was my conclusion of my decision to getting the hardcover. So all these Twisted Glory, I just love that. This cover is honestly the best cover, I think, in the whole series. Did you guys hear that Tahara Mafi is coming out with another book for the Shatter Me series? I just finished Shatter Me series, and it was so good. And then when I saw that, I literally peed my pants. And I was like, this girl is literally trying to get me to spend all my money. Okay, so this last fantasy book, I believe, was in the young adult fantasy books. I just thought it was very beautiful. This one is by Rebecca Mix. So The Ones We Burn is the title. Look at that cover. It reminds me of Mulan. I don't know why, but it really does. Just the orange in the cartoon. Not the cartoon, but you know. And then this is the back. It also has detail as well. That is so pretty. So as you can see, there's 3 characters. So it is a young adult fantasy book. And it is called The Ones We Burn. So here's the summary. Monster, Butcher, Bloodwind. So Rinka is tired of death. All she wants is to be left alone to live out her days in Wichek's wild north with the coven that raised her. But when she is named Bloodwind, the next treaty bride to be the human kingdom of Isidol, her coven sends her south with a single directive: kill her betrothed. So that already piqued my interest. I was like, okay, there's 3 characters in here that have a story. This girl wants to do what she wants to do best, and she can't because now she has to be betrothed to a kingdom. But at the same time, her coven commands her and says, hey, kill your husband. Anyways, I just can't wait to see the world building. I've never heard of this author before, but let me tell you, Rebecca, your cover is beautiful. The whole summary intrigued me so much. This is so pretty. Such a fall vibe too, like amazing. Sorry guys, I repositioned my camera and I went to go get some water, but that was the end of my book haul, guys. This whole thing, like, I got 15 books in total. Oh my god, I'm crazy. Anyways, this is all the books I got. I'm so excited to read Jack the Ripper. Like, look. So cool. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching. That was like my little book haul from Barnes & Noble. I won't be going shopping for a very long time. But anyways, thank you guys. Bye!